Uh, Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 8/11/23. How is everyone today? That's good. Today's a Friday. I like to put a video out and give you something to think about for Friday. I'm just unable to put a video out for the weekend. And, well, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so actually a quick question. I'm kind of confused. Yeah, that's right. I am. I'm a little confused of exactly what's going on with Earth and how storms come in. Okay, you see, what is moving? Is it the clouds that are moving at 1,000 miles per hour, or is it Earth that's moving 1,000 miles per hour? Because I was told that Earth is moving at 1,000 miles per hour. Yeah, that's right. Which means the clouds have to be moving 1,044 miles per hour. I don't see how that's possible. And how could you predict a storm that's going that fast with Earth going that fast and spinning? I don't understand how the meteorologist works this. I really don't. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm a little confused, okay? Because when a storm comes from California and it goes across the U.S. into New York, that's 3,000 miles, okay? Yeah, that's right. It's about 3,000 miles, change, whatever. And it takes 4 or 5 days to traverse right across the country. Shouldn't that storm be in maybe somewhere like Brazil, somewhere over there? I'm a little confused. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see the weatherman's telling me that a storm's coming in 3 days before, when it's all the way over in Nevada, okay? And he knows it's going to hit straight into New York. That makes no fucking sense at all to me. And if it makes sense to you, well, then you're done. Finished. If you don't merely just look at the weather itself and say to yourself, how the fuck is this possible? It's not. Because we're not moving, we're stationary, and that's why we're able to predict fucking storms. That's it. Bottom line. That's all. End of fucking spinning wet ball, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Because there's no Coriolis effect. Nobody takes into account when they're building anything about any curvature at all whatsoever. Not a single architect does. Nobody. It's sad. It's sad that people don't see this. No matter how high you go up in the sky, the horizon follows you all the way up. No matter how high. And you can't get up to a certain height because there's a freaking dome up there or some sort of thing. We're not sure. All we know is we can't escape. It could be like a jigsaw puzzle, That's what I've heard. I've heard people's theory about that, where at a certain time of year, if you get down to Antarctica and bypass all the treaties that have been passed, that they've passed with every country out there, that you can't build anything out there, you can't go fuck around down there, unless if you're chaperoned, you can't do this. It's the only treaty that every country agrees on. And that's why World War will never come about. It can't. There's only one thing we all agree on. Don't go the fuck down to Antarctica. It's pathetic, and they buy it. They say, yeah, no, it's cold down there anyway. I don't want to go down there. Bullshit. I can't tell you how many times I see pictures of things growing in the snow. Bullshit, because there's more land. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Certain time of year you can get through it. You can probably traverse right through it. If you can walk it, if you've got enough material, if you got enough food, you got enough water, whatever it may be. I don't know. It could be 1,000 miles when you get down to Antarctica to get to the ice wall. Not ice wall, but to the dome. Could be that. Could be 100 miles, could be 500 miles, could be 600 miles. It took somebody 30 years to figure it out, though. Or did they find it many decades prior and they were just fucking around with it? Who knows? All I know is they ran out of there like a bat out of hell when they found something. And then all of a sudden everything was shut down. And NASA was mysteriously created right around the same time. That's interesting. So how do you control billions of people? Well, you control the sky. Okay? That's one thing. Got to control the sky. You can't have somebody in their house build a rocket and go up, launch off from their backyard. No, you can't do that. No, you got to control the sky. You got to militarize it. And you got to militarize the ground and keep people out. All right? That's what you got to do. Keep everybody locked up in this little circle that we live in of hell, basically, and that's what they've created. You know, when you get out of this circle and you go to Antarctica, it's probably so peaceful out there. It's so nice. No TV, no telephone, no nothing. Just silence and beauty. They say the dome is made out of something and they've called it sky ice. They can't prove it. We've seen pictures. We don't know if they're real or not. Who knows? But it makes sense. It does. That the creator would create something that we can't test. And it's light as a feather. But it's a barricade too. It makes perfectly good sense to me, you know. All of it does. And once it clicks, and you know, that's when you find out the truth. Unfortunately, most people haven't. They'll just sit there thinking that they live on a spinning wet ball, thinking that the government is the way that it is, thinking they live on this happy-go-lucky little spinning wet ball, floating in space, with unimaginable light that's coming from trillions of miles away that they could see. Now, that doesn't make any sense at all to me. I mean, in the beginning, it never did. How you can see, you know, all of a sudden the light disappears when it goes away 5 blocks. But yet, you can see a star trillions of miles away. Yes, you can. Now just get the perspective of how large the sun is. Put the sun 10 light years away. Put it 20 light years away. Put it 50 light years away. Hey, fuck it. Put it 100 light years away. It'll fucking disappear. You won't be able to see it. That's why stars don't exist. Not the way you know them. They're lights. It's an amazing light show up there. Comets, another amazing light show. Anything could be done. Look at the big thousands of screens down in Nevada. They're not down in Nevada. You know what I'm talking about. In Nevada. Look at that. You know, it's right at the center of the strip. You know, that's there. It's incredible. It really is. I've never been there. I don't know. Maybe I'll go there one day and visit and see this enormous thing to re-indoctrinate yourself, so you can sit there in awe and say, you know, we live on that. And then they'll put a picture. All it is a big freaking screensaver. That's all it is. They can put whatever the fuck they want on it. Why they put an eyeball on there is kind of freaky. I don't like that. Things gross me out. But it's just there to keep the indoctrination going. Spent $2.2 billion on that project. Down in Las Vegas, or in Las Vegas. Why would somebody spend that kind of money? You know, thousands, millions. I think it's 1 million LCD screens on it. That's great. Anyway, but that's to keep the indoctrination going. That's to keep the sleepers, hi sleeper, over there still asleep. Okay. That's why they think that this government is real. It's a joke. There's nobody running this country. I think the Clintons are running it. Obama's probably running it. There's a couple of other people that I think are really running it. But this puppet he can't even speak. I mean, I have never seen a president like this before in my life, and I never really paid attention. But all I know is they could all speak. This guy can't even put 2 sentences together. And if you think that's real, okay, that he isn't put there specifically to make your life fucking miserable and everybody else's life miserable, and let some other people run the country that nobody knows who's running it. See, it's just like who's running the world, who's in control of the money. You know, these people never want to be found. Okay? All right? Money doesn't exist. It's bullshit. It's what that is slavery. And that's all it is. All right, so I want you to think about all those things for the weekend. Be safe. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. I'm going to be a part of your life.